Hi, my name's Keith Keller, and this is my room that I live in here in New Orleans, where we produce records. It's an 1851 townhouse mansion. Rather than having a normal recording studio, we went and threw a bunch of recording equipment in this double parlor with 14-foot ceilings and big plaster arches. And we're sitting in here spinning tape with the Iguanas, who are sort of your polycultural rock band. What we're trying to do is make a very soulful recording of a lot of different influences, using a lot of different voices in a very classic fashion.
Walk the streets in this.
Hey. Check.
I walk the streets in this old town, seen a lot of my blues come tumbling down. Sad are the things that I have seen, not as sad as this love between you and me. Is this love, this lonely love? Is this love, sad and lonely love? Is this love, this lonely love? Is this love, sad and lonely love? Mississippi River runs deep and slow to the Gulf of Mexico. Like this love between you and me, so dark and muddy I can hardly see.
I'm Rod Hodges. I play guitar and accordion in the band, and I sing. I write a lot of the songs, and I'm one of the founding members of the band.
My name is Joe Cabral. I play tenor saxophone and bajo sexto with the Iguanas. I'm one of the co-founders of the Iguanas. Rod and I started the band several years ago here in New Orleans.
I'm Renee Coman. I was born in New Orleans, lived here all my life. I'm the bass player with the Iguanas. My position musically lends me a unique perspective in seeing how everything is working in concert.
My name is Derek Houston, and I play tenor saxophone with the Iguanas. I feel like the voices of two saxophones together can be much more powerful than one by itself.
My name's Doug Garrison, and I play drums in the band. I moved down here to play drums in the band about 3 years ago. And I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee, which is another strong center of music in the South.
Joe and I just decided, why can't we just, if we want to play a blues, and if we want to play a Mexican song, play a Mexican song. Everyone has such diverse tastes in the band that it comes out sounding pretty unique. We met Armando last year when he was here with a band of his own for the Jazz Fest. We all had a good time and knew when we were going to make the record that we were probably going to want to use a percussion player, and he was the guy that excited us the most.
I wanted to mention that, like the New Orleans street beat thing, and also the way that we play the mambos has the accent on count four,
El acento. Mira. Es el ritmo de New Orleans.
The fourth count of the bar is like the strong place, and that's where syncopation comes from. It was taking the strong beat of one and just moving it back a count, and that's where you get all the funk of New Orleans drumming is in that. It's actually the fourth count of the second bar, like dum 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 bam. We were trying to get him to hook into that, which he did very well.
You don't have to totally change what you were doing. What you're doing sounded really good. I just wanted to
No,
So, like-
que no se puede, no tienes que cambiar de.
No. O sea,
Pero nomás sientas el cuarto.
sí.
Song we're going to do a little bit later is called Que Será de Mi Lupita. That's the total title, but we're just calling it Lupita to make it easy for everybody. It's basically, I think, a rhythm that's called a cumbion, which Armando just explained to me. It's a Colombian rhythm, and it's just kind of a lighthearted song about a guy getting thrown out of his house, which is maybe something a lot of people can relate to. And as he's out there on the sidewalk, he's just asking himself the question, ¿Qué será de mí, Lupita? Which is, what will become of me, Lupita, now that you've thrown me out?
Roll it.
You're going to mug me.
I'm not gonna mug you.
Is that gorgeous or what, eh?
And I believe I can run a decent marathon.
Thank you very much.
Download Veely now.
When I got home yesterday, Lupita said to me, I have found a brand new love, it's over, can't you see? Said when I got home yesterday, I got a big surprise. Lupita, she took all my things and threw it all outside. ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí, Lupita? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí, Lupita? ¿Qué será de mí? Lupita, Lupita, what more can I say? Lupita, Lupita, ay, perdóname. ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí, Lupita? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí, Lupita? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí, Lupita? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí? ¿Qué será de mí, Lupita? ¿Qué será de mí? Déjame, Lupita, que te haga la visita, ay, qué soledad. Déjame, Lupita, que te haga la visita, ay, qué soledad. Déjame, Lupita, que te haga la visita, ay, qué soledad. Déjame, Lupita, que te haga la visita, ay, qué soledad.
What I try to do is not necessarily copy any particular kind of rhythm so much as I just sort of borrow from them. I think everyone in the band, that's the one thing that sort of binds us together, is we all like so many different kinds of music. And the whole idea of playing roots music to me is not copying a certain style, but sort of assimilating different styles into one thing, which is your voice. And it's really a lot of fun. As you can imagine, for a drummer, this is the group to play in. It's a lot of fun. Is This Love? It borrows directly from the New Orleans parade tradition. It has sort of what you call a second line feel, which is a parade rhythm on the snare and sort of a marching bass drum feel. There are two sections of the tune. It goes back and forth between that feel and what we call a New Orleans mambo, which is also rooted on that strong fourth beat accent. It's sort of a Caribbean rhythm, but it's not a mambo in the strict sense. It's a New Orleans mambo, which is it has a little more of a swing to it, and you hear that kind of rhythm around Mardi Gras a lot.
Is This Love is more just about a relationship that or a time in a relationship that's not going very well, and it has some New Orleans images in it that just something to tie us into where we live. And I was actually sitting by the river when I wrote one of the verses in that song. Both of these songs have real happy beats to them though, which is something that I enjoy doing. Having sort of a sad lyric with a happy beat creates a little contrast that I enjoy.
All right, Doug, let's hit it.
I walk the streets in this old town. I've seen a lot of my blues come tumbling down. Sad are the things that I have seen. Not as sad as this love between you and me. Is this love, this lonely love? Is this love, sad and lonely love? Is this love, this lonely love? Is this love, sad and lonely love? The Mississippi River runs deep and slow to the Gulf of Mexico. Like this love between you and me, so dark and muddy I can hardly see. Is this love, this lonely love? Is this love, sad and lonely love? Is this love, this lonely love? Is this love, sad and lonely love? head cut from stone. He's sad but it's pretty like New Orleans. I hate to see it come apart at the seams. Is this love? This lonely love? Is this love? Sad and lonely love? Is this love? This lonely love? Is this love? Sad and lonely love? Is this love? This lonely love? Is this love? Sad and lonely love? Oh, yeah.
When I was a kid, I played in my father's band, and his band played primarily Mexican music. They were a house band at La Tropicana in Omaha, Nebraska for 9 years. And so every weekend he would be doing that. And his band consisted at the time of a couple of guitar players, lead and rhythm, bass, drums, and himself on trumpet, and another saxophone player. And I would, when I was like 14, I started being the saxophone player. And that's the sort. So the two saxophone thing kind of comes as from that. I mean, I've always heard that kind of harmony. Make time. Oh, that's on the 5. I mean, make time. Back to the 1. Do-do-ba-do. Make time. This is at the top. Make time. And then the horns come in. Boom. Do-do. A little horn figure.
And in a lot of the Gulf Coast music, with the bands that play R&B over in Texas and in Lafayette and all the way over here to New Orleans, a couple of saxophones is pretty common in a band. But I think in contemporary music, you don't hear the saxophone quite as much. At least, maybe a lot of people think it reminds them of some of the older music, but I think we're making it fit in a contemporary way. But it's definitely deeply rooted in a lot of the older music.
Make time, saxophones. Make time, down.
With that much space in there.
Make time, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, time come. Make time, down.
Is it a 5-chord or 1-chord there?
1. So we got, that's the idea, huh? Yeah. Do we need me to, a blow? Yeah. Let's come on back in with a chorus. Break the key. 1, 2, 3, no mystery.
we cut a record, we don't go for like no mistakes. That's not our priority. Our priority is to have something that has a certain kind of mood to it, or a certain feeling that we can bring to the song. But first of all, it has to sound together. We have to sound, you know, it's the microscope. We're all playing, and we're going to have to live with this thing for a long time, so we want to make sure that it's very together. Sometimes that's hard to do without losing the feeling of the song. But we have an ideal situation right here. It's a very comfortable studio to play in. We've got good people that we're working with.
So are you guys ready now?
Rolling,
Yes.
rock.
Let's hit it.
I can't wait for one of those.
All right. Yeah, snaky.
Time to sing and shout, clothesline, dirty laundry out. Lock the door, break the key. 1, 2, 3, no mystery. Here come the chorus. Make time.
second, let's do another one.